Welcome back, Wolfpack. Burleson, soon we have a battle from Mark. So this one looks like it's going to be pretty interesting. We got the Whimsicott into the Milotic. Now, we watched the Milotic get kind of destroyed earlier, so we're going to see what it can tank up in this situation. I mean, every Pokemon's good for something at some point, and we just got to watch how this one ends up playing out. So the Arcanine Salamence. Ooh, double Intimidate into Snarl. Now, that would be broken if you were playing in, like, if you were playing up against a legitimate team, like if that was a Landorus Kangaskhan Open, that'd be over. But Milotic, oh, this game's over, guys. Milotic just got double competitive. We need to maybe start respecting Milotic a bit more, because with all the Intimidate and stuff running around, that's going to be crazy to have to deal with. Like, yeah, you just go against the Intimidate and Milotic's going to gain way too many stats, so the Snarl doesn't even matter. So now it's on to the plays right here. Is this going to be just like the out prediction? So Whimsicott setting up the Tailwind. Pretty obvious that Salamence is going to go for that Protect. And Arcanine with the Wild Charge. So carrying that coverage to take out the Milotic, not going to be enough to knock it out. Good amount of damage right there. However, Arcanine is going to take a Recoil and the Life Orb. You don't see Life Orb Milotic that often, but the Blizzard is going to keep everyone in check right there. So better than Ice Beam. Ooh, the Freeze. I don't think that really matters as long as Blizzard hits next turn. Now, Ice Beam more reliable on the accuracy, but Blizzard means you don't have to worry about those protection predictions. So Whimsicott is going to throw out the Taunt onto Arcanine, just in case it's up to something. Milotic is going to throw out the Blizzard, and that's just going to one-shot Salamence. Like, Salamence doesn't stand a chance after that competitive boost, and then the double KO with the Arcanine getting picked up. So, yeah, it really didn't matter too much. Arcanine's extreme speed probably wouldn't have knocked out Milotic just anyways, so yeah, a lot of craziness happened on that first turn. Man, the double Intimidate, that just backfired so hard. And that's going to be Tyranitar, and oh, the opponent has a Milotic as well, so it looks like this Pokemon's starting to maybe gain some speed in the doubles, or steam in the doubles, I don't know. I said speed instead of steam. So that's going to be Sandstream, Whimsicott going to go and Taunt. You don't want that Milotic using Recover or Protect or anything, but it will be the Scald onto the Tyranitar, and Tyranitar just goes down. So even with the Sand boosting Tyranitar's special defense and maybe it being a Slowfested, like that Scald's going to be too much damage. Scald from that Milotic, not going to be enough damage, and no burn. So this is going to get pretty crazy right here. I think the opponent might just forfeit. I don't know. It's still like it's a 4-0 at this situation at this point. Milotic can't recover. Leftovers healing up, going to neutralize that Sand. Whimsicott still has options that it can throw out, and yeah, if Milotic, you know, it's going to use a ×3 special attack move. So that is going to be the forfeit. And we do have another battle from Mark, so we're going to see how this works. Now, I'm trying to figure out like the breakdown of all of this because yeah, it works as like an anti-intimidate Pokemon. Definitely, we see that. I've seen Wigglytuff pull that off as well. Now we're going to see what Milotic does in probably a really good situation, like, you know, the Landorus. How's it going to deal with the Landorus? The Blizzard, we know that's going to be damage. Intimidate, yeah, like, this is the ultimate Landorus counter. Why aren't people running Milotic more? Like, I think that if someone could have thought about bringing Milotic, I don't know if there was any at Worlds, but it seems like a very strong shutdown Pokemon because, okay, now Landorus is definitely going to have to U-turn out. So it's going to U-turn out on the Whimsicott, not really going to do an insane amount. But that's going to be free damage on whatever you choose. Pokemon coming in, you don't even have to throw out the Ice Beam at that point. After the competitive, you just throw out the Scald. Get as much damage, you might even burn that Pokemon coming in. And with the Whimsicott, I see a lot of shutdown as well. Oh man, Scrafty's Intimidate just sets up Milotic even more. Man, the opponent can't even stop it at this point. So Rotom is going to Thunderbolt, but does about half, so it's not going to be a 2-hit KO. And the way you play that Blizzard, it really doesn't matter. Wow, the double Avoid. That's pretty unlucky. Maybe Gravity. I wonder how Gravity would do. You have Sableye setting up that Gravity shenanigans, maybe? I don't know. Might work out in this team. But yeah, like, you get the competitive boost, you use Blizzard, and you don't have to worry about anything else. So that's going to be the Thunderbolt. But Milotic does survive, and it will go for a Recover. Kind of tough call. You're gaining a small amount of hit points at the end of turn, but you are leaving yourself open. However, with Whimsicott, it has the Encore, so it gets shut down Fake Out from Kangaskhan and stuff. Scrafty is protecting this turn, but Whimsicott, if it's holding on to like something that it can use for damage on the Rotom, like a Grass type attack, yeah, gonna be good. So Rotom with the Thunderbolt, chipping away at the Milotic, not going to get it this time, and there we go, Milotic with Recover. So just going to keep gaining on this. I mean, the Blizzard's knocking out Scrafty, and it's going to be damage on Rotom, but until Whimsicott, actually, now because of the Tailwind, we are going to get the outspeed. So things are about to get interesting. There we go. Whimsicott is carrying damage move, is going to be the Moonblast onto Scrafty, so going for that 4 times super effective, just obliteration right there. And Milotic with the Toxic, so Recover, Scald, Toxic, and Blizzard. Interesting set for sure. And yeah, I'm feeling like Ice Beam could be better. That if you're making perfect plays, the Ice Beam will work out. But Blizzard, you know, even if Landorus is going for a U-turn, you have damage on both Pokemon, regardless of what's happening. So yeah, Blizzard has its own advantages, minus that low accuracy. And even then, like a wide, or actually a zoom lens, 20% accuracy, boosting it to 84%. Zoom lens on the Milotic, maybe go hit points, defensive, some kind of investment. Like if you're just using it for the Intimidate, you probably don't need to invest modest, or you probably don't need to invest too much special attacks. Like look for where Blizzard KOs Salamence if you need any special attack investment for that. Probably don't. And then you're good to go. So Milotic is just eating up some turns. Looks like Rotom's splitting up on that Thunderbolt. Finally going to aim for the Whimsicott. Whimsicott doesn't do anything to that. Milotic gets free heals and stuff. And with that Tailwind up, things are going to happen. Okay, we still have Tailwind this turn. Bayonet is going to come in. Was that a double protect, Bayonet? Oh man, the opponent's just trying right now. Bayonet's going to protect itself. Milotic is going to throw out the Blizzard, but we're going to see what damage we get onto the Rotom. Remember, we got a pretty hefty Intimidate boost. Not going to be stabbed, not going to be very effective though. And that is going to be the Thunderbolt, finishing off the Whimsicott. So, Bayonet not getting shut down, that Prankster not going to get out taunted. However, going to have to open up to that Blizzard sometime. So Bayonet's going to go down from that. Has to go down from that. And Rotom, Toxic plus the Blizzard as well. That's going to be enough. Even with that Citrus Berry, Toxic damage is adding up. It's going to get close. The Citrus Berry might have bought him an extra turn. Tailwind peters out. But we are in a position where Milotic's going to survive that. Garchomp can throw out some damage. Rotom's going to get withdrawn from that. And go into Landorus. Well, I mean, Landorus is eating a Blizzard then. So, and it's not like you're making a play by switching into the fly, and you're giving it more competitive. So, yeah, it's kind of over. So I guess using the Intimidate to drop the Garchomp isn't really going to gain you too much. Bayonet's with the Will-O-Wisp, Milotic avoids it, Garchomp with a Rock Slide, and just a little chip damage. You know, you might get that flinch coming in. Scarf Chomp going to outspeed on that Landorus, you know, and then, yeah, we get Blizzard. So, damages. And that could be a thing. Even though Landorus got switched in, right? And that's going to be a thing. So game, or almost game. Blizzard, we still have that finish up on the Rotom, but it's pretty insane right now. So that's going to be the battle as we see it. I mean, Milotic, yeah, forces another forfeit. So yeah, Milotic, it's a solid Pokemon, and it made me realize a lot of things. You know, Porygon 2 is starting to gain some steam, but why aren't people playing Milotic in the VGC? Like, it seems like the ultimate counter to so many things. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you all get ready for some more Fan Fridays.